Well, thank you for joining me on this Tuesday. Glad to have you with me today. This is going to be a little bit different day today. Actually, it's going to be a whole lot different day today. I'm not a comedian, and you're about to find that out. But some things have struck me funny along the way, and I just feel like we've had so much heaviness lately that I'd like to just kind of step back from the heaviness and just enjoy some time with you. Um, signs. Signs along the highway. Have any of you ever been on this highway before? How about this highway? Been on that highway? Anybody know what this is? Burma shave. You know, if you've known any of these three first slides that I'm showing you right now today, you're old, like I am. But the Burma shave signs were just awesome on the freeway. They were great for a young kid sitting in the back seat of a '56 Ford, making another trip back to the Iowa farm from San Jose, California. They were really funny because they're called serial pictures, which means that they were progressive. You'd see a phrase here, and then you go a few miles, you'd see the next phrase, and a few miles, and you'd see the next phrase. And they were rhyming phrases, and you had to remember all of the phrases that led up to the final phrase, which had the punchline in it. And I can still remember back in the days when you didn't have to have seat belts in a car, that us kids had our arms and elbows up on mom and dad's, the back of mom and dad's front seat, and we look out, oh, there's another one coming down there. What was the first three lines, Mom? And then we would wait to get to that final one. They were great signs. Some of the sayings on those, like here's one that says, around the curve, lickety-split. It's a beautiful car, wasn't it? Burma Shave. Burma Shave was advertising their brushless shave cream. And so there were over 7,000 of these different little rhyming poems through 45 states. So most of the places that we went through, they had those. And so it was really fun to think about. Here's another one. Can you see this one? Whoa. I got a fly this after me. But you could read this one. I can't read it from the back side of it. But it was this kind of a thing. It must have been the nature of these serial signs that grabbed my attention when I was young, that has kept me interested in street or in highway signs ever since. I love road trips. Judy and I, that's our favorite thing to do. But I love to read the signs, and I try to put them into a story as we're going down the road, or make some other kind of odd sense to them. And usually, until Judy starts rolling her eyes too much, sometimes I'll break out in a song because there's a phrase that reminds me of a song. But the Burma Shave signs, they were very entertaining back in the day. When we first made our way to come out here to Deerhorn Valley, and our real estate agent gave us instructions how to get here, so we put our GPS on and we left beautiful downtown Dulzura and got on the 94 and went up toward Hamul and made a right onto Honey Springs Road. And this is the first sign that we encountered. Entering burned watershed area. Watch for flash flood and debris. And that was a really encouraging sign on the way to our new home. And we thought, well, I wonder what this is all about. They've got a sign up, so this must be serious. But yeah, it was terribly encouraging. And then the next sign that we came to was this sign. Litter removal next 2 miles. Friends of Bruno. And what's the obvious question? Who the heck is Bruno? We had no idea. He must have a lot of friends, but I couldn't figure out why he was making messes and making his friends clean them up. It just seemed really odd to me. But so who's Bruno? The next sign, though, was kind of helping to solve the mystery that maybe one day we'd be able to meet this Bruno. It was descriptive. We found out that Bruno doesn't have any shoulders. And I thought, poor Bruno. At least we'll be able to identify him when we see him. The next sign, loose gravel. I was trying to remember when I saw this sign. Have you ever seen tight gravel before? I never have. Every gravel I've ever seen has been loose, but this, I guess up in our area, they have especially loose gravel. Rock slide area. So now in this potential new homestead that we're moving to, we have to be careful about flash floods and debris. A popular man by the name of Bruno with no shoulders, especially loose gravel, and now we got to be careful about rocks sliding down on us. The next sign that we came in contact with was this one, Mother Grundy. Doesn't say anything about her, doesn't give any directions, and of course again the obvious question is, who's Mother Grundy? Later I saw a sign that said Mother Grundy Trail. I wonder if she was Bruno's mom. She seems to be lost, so I thought maybe I'd get on the trail and see if I could find her. The next sign, dip, 30 miles per hour. Well, now that's a hazard to be really careful about. I've never seen a traveling dip, at least not one that goes this fast. And so I sped up to 35, 40 miles an hour so it wouldn't catch us. Notice something? No shoulders on this guy. Bruno. Maybe. The next sign we came to was this one. Dead end. Now wait a minute. According to my GPS, there's still 3.5 miles to go to find our house. And this sign says it's a dead end. Not encouraging. Am I on the right road? Subject to flooding dip. How deep is this dip? Why do I need to worry about if a dip has water in it? Very unusual. God's way. That was the next sign. At first it was kind of encouraging to see the sign. Oh, we're on God's way. We're heading the right direction. But then I looked up in the corner, and up in the right-hand corner, and it says PVT, means private. God's private road. Am I supposed to be on this road? What's this sign telling me to do? It looks like I'm supposed to swerve around and miss some sort of a dot in the middle of the road. Wonder what that is. We'll have to keep our eyes open for that one. Pavement ends in 500 feet. Ends into what? You fall into the ocean? Into the abyss? You go off a cliff? I hate surprises. Enter county or end county maintained road. What in the world are we thinking about buying a house on a road nobody pays any attention to? It's no wonder that there's flash floods and debris, especially loose gravel, rocks sliding down the mountain, a rampaging dip, a dead end somewhere undesignated, a flooding dip, dangerous dots to be avoided, pavement that abruptly ends into who knows what. And nobody seems to care about this road. Chem Central. Mom was the first one to notice this. A well-advertised Breaking Bad crystal meth lab. I'm not sure I want to live in this neighborhood. Slow down, hidden driveways ahead. What? How does anybody know when they're home? And how do they get up to their house? Is that Dip gaming on me? You are now entering heaven. Please don't drive through it like Hades. Well, it's been a terrifying adventure. But at least we learned one thing. We learned that God's private way leads to Iowa. God bless you. Have a great week.